Big hello to my dear students. Today we'll be doing grammar, topic figures of speech. Figure of speech is a departure from the ordinary form of expression in order to produce a greater effect. It makes the language of English more creative, more expressive, and more interesting. It adds color and interest to the language and awakens the imagination of the reader. It makes both written and spoken language more attractive and interesting. Figures of speech are found in oral literatures as well as in poetry and prose and in everyday speech. Advertising slogans, newspaper headlines, greeting card rhymes, the captions of cartoons often use figures of speech generally for eye-catching purposes. Today, we'll try to understand the common figures of speech and their use. Simile. In a simile, a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds which have at least one point in common. Comparison is usually indicated by like or as. We'll see the examples to understand it properly. The team members fought like cats and dogs. Yes, in this sentence, we have used simile. We have compared the team members fighting with the fighting of the cats and dogs by using the word like. He is as cool as a cucumber. Here also we are comparing his coolness with the coolness of a cucumber by using the word as. The righteous shall flourish as the palm tree. So how will the righteous flourish? Like the palm tree by using the word as. He fought like a lion in the battle. Yes, the comparison is there between his fight and that with the lion. So it is both are compared by using the word like. Yes, the next one, metaphor. A metaphor is an implied simile. It does not state that one thing is like another, but takes that for granted and proceeds as if the two things were one. We'll see the examples here. He is a shining star. Now, when we say he is like a shining star, we use a simile. But here it is, he is a shining star. So here we have used a metaphor. We have proceeded as if the two things were one. The camel is the ship of the desert. Here also comparison is there, but we have taken for granted and proceed as if the two things were one. The children were flowers grown in gardens. Variety is the spice of life. Personification. In personification, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. Now, your inanimate objects means that have no life, and abstract notions means non-concrete ideas or concepts. We'll see the examples here. The sun smiled at the beautiful flower. Here, the sun, inanimate object, is spoken as having life. It's given the human quality of smiling. Laughter holding both her sides. Here the abstract notion laughter is given the human quality of holding. My computer works very hard. Here the inanimate object computer is spoken of as having life. Death lays his icy hand on kings. Here the abstract notion death is given the human quality. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to a personified object or idea. It is a special form of personification. We'll see the examples. Sweet Thames, run softly till I end my song. Here Thames is a river. Okay, it's an inanimate object. So we are addressing it. We are directly speaking to that river. So it's an apostrophe. O death, where is thy sting? So here also the personified object or the inanimate object, we are talking to that. We are directly addressing that. O solitude, where are the charms? Yes, solitude means loneliness. So we are talking to that abstract notion. Hail, smiling morn. Yes, I'm greeting the morning. So it's an apostrophe. We have used an apostrophe here. Alliteration. Alliteration is a pleasant repetition of sound characterized by a letter or a syllable. Examples: sheep should sleep in a shed. Yes, the initial sound, see, sh, is repeated. It's a pleasant repetition. So we have used here alliteration. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Here the sound, initial sound is per. So it's an alliteration. Janny read a book by the babbling brook. So the initial sound b, that sound is repeated. That will last a lifetime long. Last, lifetime, long. So l is repeated. So it's alliteration. Repetition. Repetition is a word or phrase or a line which is repeated for effect. It is often used in poetry or song. We'll see the examples. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Here the line is repeated, so it's a repetition. Boys will be boys. So the word boys, okay, it's repeated. Water, water everywhere. Yeah, the word water is repeated. I feel, a funny feel. Here the word feel is repeated, so it's repetition. And even this line is also alliteration because the initial sound f is also repeated. So in a sentence, we can use more than one figure of speech. So dear students, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, press the like button, share and subscribe to my channel. In this video, I could cover only some of the figures of speech. In the next video, I'll try to cover the remaining figures of speech. Till then, happy learning!